Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in this gospel, brothers, not the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, wherever it may be. This is a quick lesson through the Spirit, for some encouragement for brothers. As the body has been under attack, especially in these latter times, man, and coming into the time of the Passover, things tend to get real hectic and heavy for the men of the Lord, from mental attacks, physical attacks, spiritual attacks, and you name it. Brothers go through it all in this faith, man, that's putting that life on the line for Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. So with that being said, brothers out there, you may be on a fast or, praying or, going through certain things in life. Is all really just a test of your faith to see how you can withstand the temptations and the rigorous test that the Most High has set for us, because we're getting ready to come into greatness. Like I said, the body is heavily under attack. Brothers going through things in the body as far as sick-wise, health-wise, mental-wise, man. As this kingdom itself produces what they call PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome. All right, it's not only from war, but it's due to traumatic events. Okay, for one thing, being in this society, okay, not being able to have the financial dwellings that you need, or to capitalize on the particular moves that you make in this thing without a hindrance, which that's the curses. You have there was a research study that was done a while ago, and they did a study on how so-called blacks in this society, Hispanics and Native Americans, sleep patterns or sleep habits are habitually worse than other nations. Okay, because when we wake up, we have things that plagues us. Jake have nightmares. Jake get beat down by demons. You wake up, you may get fired. You're living in a less safe haven, so to speak. Your apartment may be run down. You may have rodents. You may have loud neighbors. You may have chaos. You may have crazy family. You may have a job you don't necessarily want to go to. And these are all contributing factors into, our health, man, which causes PTSD, and just dealing with all of the bullshit you got to deal with on a daily basis, trying to make something of yourself in this kingdom, because the scriptures do say that we have to work. You know what I'm saying? But if sometimes I feel like it's a ton of bricks on your back to the point you can't get up and you can't even walk straight. 1 minute one situation lets up, then immediately you're thrown into another situation head first. Sometimes worse than the last ordeal. Things take turns, unexpected turns for the worse. It seems to be in this truth. How like people in the world, they prosper and they're wicked, but yet they seem to prosper. They, seems to get the good end of the stick. But you putting your life on the line and you serving Yahweh, Shai, you seem like you get the shitty end of the stick, but it's all a test, all right? It's all a test of faith, man. And this is why we have to utilize prayer, fastings, prayers, okay, utilizing the brotherhoods, talking to the brotherhood, and letting yourself be known, because, hey, scriptures say the reason why you don't receive is because you don't ask. We got to be in the habit of asking, for help, whether it be spiritual help, mental health, spiritual growth. Sometimes you may want to sit with a brother, like, hey, what can I do to improve spiritually, But some of us, we don't realize we have that open door that we can do such things, because, once you're part of organization, sometimes it do come off as clickbait, or not clickbait, but click-wise, or sometimes that the body ain't really fucking with me like that, man. I don't think they really like me. Them type of demons hopped on me, you know what I'm saying? There's been plenty of times I didn't feel accepted among, my peers in this thing, man. I felt less important. I felt that, nobody really fuck with me like that, and, no matter how much works I do, it would never be good enough. But, it was just all really Satan fucking with my head, because believe it or not, other brothers have that same sentiment. They feel the same way. It may seem like you being fizzled out or faked out, or it may seem like you being neglected among the body, but The spirit is not neglecting the body. Okay, because anybody that understands health, you put the what you utilize the proper herbs and workout regimens to benefit your whole body. Okay, just like you have a chest workout and a back workout, you need to have an equal leg workout, and as well as that, you need to be putting the right digestive enzymes in your body so the body can work in unison. Or if not, this is where diseases come. All right, so this is just a quick couple of scriptures, real quick. This is the book of Psalms 39, and I'm gonna start at verses 6. Matter of fact, start at 7. It says, matter of fact, start at 6. It says, surely every man walketh in a vain shoe. Surely they are disquieted in vain. But he heapeth up riches and knoweth not all who should gather them. But and now, Lord, who wait I for? My hope is in thee, right? Hope is in your house, how shy, man. You know, like I said, you got them times that you may feel rejected, but ultimately you got to rebuke those spirits, man. You know, because even if you feel rejected, the fact that you keep going shows that you're not rejected. All right, but it says, deliver me from all my transgressions and make me not reproach of the foolish, man. Okay, and we all have transgressions. We all have things that we have to pay for and that we are paying for. Okay, we've all fell short of the glory of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It says, I was dumb, I opened not my mouth because thou didst it, but remove thy stroke away from me, man, because the Lord said, hey, he beat us with sore strokes. All right, from this captivity, from the things we've went off in the past, hey, we're paying for it. You know, you got to get up and work for these devils, man. You know, you may not have custody of your child or whatever situation it may be. This is all of the blow of the Heavenly Father, man. But the good news is that it's almost up. You know, so you don't want to faint before the finish line, especially when we only got one lap to run. Basically, a half a lap. We almost at the finish line. You know, just stay strong, even though we know it's easier said than done. But you just gotta continue to go. You know, but it says here, remove thy stroke away from me, for I am consumed by the blow of thy hand. But when thou wast rebuked, doth correct man for iniquity, thou makest his beauty to consume away like a moth. Surely every man is vanity, right? Because, you know, at the end of the day, we all vain. Putting on clothes, eating, that's all vanity, but it's necessary vanity because these are the things that we have to do in life in order to, you know, do things. You got to eat, you got to sleep, you know, you got to drink, you got to shower, those things, you know. But it reads here, it says, hear my prayer, O Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and give ear unto my cry. It says, hold not thy peace at my tears, right? Because sometimes it feels like you crying to the Lord, but he don't really answer you. You know, like you can pray to the Lord to get a continued sickness off of you, and sometimes it's like that shit get worse. It's like, wait a minute, I'm doing the work. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out to the camp. I'm being charitable with the brothers. I'm trying to, you know, make myself available for the brotherhood when needed. You know, brothers want things, you do it for them, and it's just like, shit, things tends to get worse. So you start to question yourself, your sanity. Like, am I really a man of the Lord? Because these things are happening. But it's all a test. You can't let Satan get the best of you. You know, because we could be all there in our minds telling ourselves we ain't shit. It ain't enough. We ain't enough. Like Paul said, he said, I'll do the things that I don't want to do. But he hold in subjection of the deeds of his body, roughly paraphrasing. You know, because I could sit up here and think about how fucked up I am and how I ain't do shit right and how I'm rejected. I could think about that shit all day and get nowhere. But as long as the spirit is on me, I'm going to keep teaching Lord's will. Okay, because, hey, like I said, if we was to really think about how we messed up, shit, we would never get ahead. I was just sitting here meditating, you know, on some things like what's more important, this or that. You know, and you got to have those talks with yourself and you got to ultimately rebuke those spirits. You know, because sometimes you could think that your mind is in the right place, but you're not prioritizing correctly. Priority over this thing, you know. But it says here, and give ear to my cry. Hold not thy peace in my tears, for I am a stranger with thee and a sojourner as all my fathers were. But oh, spare me that I may recover strength before I go hence and be no more, you know. So it's all about Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai sparing us, man. You know, sparing us and keeping us sane throughout all this, because this is a very, very difficult path, man. All right. This is the book of Ephesians 6. Matter of fact, let's go here. Before we go there, Ephesians, let's go to the book of Mark. Mark, 4th chapter. No, Salakia, Matthew's 4. One of my favorite chapters. So this is the book of Matthew's 4. In 1 it says, and then was Yahweh led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. It says, when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was after hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the son of Yahweh, command that these stones be made bread. So, let's say if you go on an extended fast, heavy fast. Usually Satan come to you right during the midst or towards the end or right after you finish. He'll come to you and he'll fuck with your mind. He'll put things in your mind because he's trying to tempt you. As Yahweh say, behold, Satan, he called him Simon. He said, Satan desired to sift you as wheat. And it says here, he said, and when the tempter came, he said, if thou be the son of Yahweh, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, it is written, men shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High. Then the devil taking him up into the holy city and set him on a pinnacle of the temple, and said unto him, if thou be the son of Yahweh, cast thyself down. For it is written, he should give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they should bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. And Yahweh said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power. And again the devil taking him up to an exceeding high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them. So he showed him this kingdom. He showed him the kingdoms of he showed him basically this kingdom, man, this kingdom, then, the Byzantine Empire, because like right after they went down, well, after the Romans went down, we came up, then we went down, then we came back up, then we're going to come back up. But he showed him this present world. And he said to them, all these things I will give thee if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Then Yahweh said unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, his angels came and ministered unto him. Okay, so it's just a test, brothers, man. It seems overwhelming, and things can get sometimes discouraging, but if you got the faith, then, overall we will pull through. All right. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 3. And I'm going to start at verses 4. It says, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And having been chastised a little, they should be greatly rewarded. For Yahweh approved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold is tried in a furnace, he hath tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble, man. Okay, so when we get glorified, hey, man, it's going to all be worth it in the end, if you believe that. All right, because, hey, like I said, man, sometimes the Lord could keep you in that fire and you start to doubt yourself, but you can't doubt yourself, man. Just an attack from the tempter, as we read in Matthew's the 4th chapter. Like the scriptures say, my son, when thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So you're going to go through those bouts of depression and uncertainty in this thing, but overall you have to overcome. All right. Ephesians 6:10, it says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. And that's those mental attacks, man. Soon to be physical as well. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Okay, so your brother, utilize the spirit, utilize these scriptures, man. Go over these stories, and meditate on them and strengthen your spirit, because we're gonna need this in a time coming. Okay, don't faint. Revelation 3, and I'm gonna start at verses 11. It says, behold, I come quickly, behold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. It says, him that overcometh I will make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he should go out no more. And I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which is the elect, which coming down from out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name. Okay, so it's all about overcoming, brothers. But with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord, will you edify and encourage into the next lesson. Shalom.